So this is the 90-90 position internal rotation pails and rails. Alright, so we're working on our back leg this time. Alright, so the back leg is naturally in an internally rotated position while we're in the 90-90 position. So to find your starting position with this, alright, we want to try and activate and lift that foot up off the ground. Alright, so if I could get it up this far off the ground, then it probably means that I need to sink back into that 90-90 position a little bit more and put more pressure on that back leg, so that it becomes a little bit harder and we find our proper end range. Alright, so by rotating back and falling back onto this back hip and loading the pressure up a little bit more, you should feel it a bit through the front, a bit through like quite deep in the joint. Once we've loaded that up, from there we are then going to try and activate again, see if you can get it up off the ground. If you can kind of force it, for a split second and get it up off, that's probably the right sort of range or the right sort of position to be starting from. So once you've found that, we go through our usual pails and rails exercise. All right, so we're going to be activating and rotating into the ground. So it'll be pushing the knee into the ground and then pushing the foot into the ground twice as hard. So the foot is scooping through, but the knee is still being pushed into the ground. So we're still activating and pushing into the ground with the knee. Foot is scooping through twice as hard. So we're working up 20, 40, 60, 80, and max effort. So right now I'm doing my absolute max that I possibly can to push that foot through the ground. All right, we're going to hold that for 20 to 30 seconds. At the end of our 20 to 30 seconds, we're then going to activate the opposite way and try and, without moving the body too much, so try not to move the whole body or the pelvis to achieve that movement. We want to be sitting back down in that position and then activating and strictly trying to rotate. So internal rotation you'll find a lot harder than external rotation, but we just want to get it a little bit off the ground. All right, hold that for about 10 seconds, and then rather than letting it drop to the ground, we're going to just fall back onto that back hip until the foot touches the ground. And this is our new starting position where we're going to work for the second repetition. Once we start that second repetition, same thing, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, working up to max effort. All right, hold for 20 to 30 seconds, and then we try and activate, lift up off the ground again. The second time you'll probably struggle to get it anywhere near off the ground. All right, but if that's the case, that's exactly what we want. I just want you to really focus putting 100% of your activation and energy into trying to get that foot up off the ground. Slowly but surely you'll get further and further and further, and you'll be able to sink further back and further back and further back, and then your internal rotation will progress and will get a lot better.